Good evening, folks, and welcome to another episode of Chasing Spirits Paranormal. My name is Henry. I'm your host, along with Daria and Jeff, and our producer, Paige. Show us your hand, girl.
Give us the hand.
Tonight, folks, we are going to continue talking about haunted Hawaii.
For those who didn't know that Hawaii had hauntings because it's such a beautiful island, we found some.
And Daria, who is a native Hawaiian.
Henry, lean up, please.
Huh?
Lean forward.
I'm leaning forward.
Thank you.
But tonight, kids, we are drinking Killians Red.
I got my own
Killians Red.
special koozie.
In a special
Hawaiian
koozie. Now, cheers to all.
And to all a good night.
That comes later. But yeah, we are definitely interested in talking to you, Daria, a little bit more about her Hawaiian experiences. Young lady, go ahead.
Wine. Did you say wine?
Hawaiian experiences.
I was like, what are we talking about? Well, I'm going to first disclaim and say I haven't had any experiences personally when I lived in Hawaii. Because I was so young, and if I did have experiences like maybe chills or something like that, I don't think I was very receptive to it. So these are experiences that other people have had, and they're very general as well. Like just some of the people that visit or walk by might experience some of these things in these areas. And also, instead of focusing on just Oahu, we have some from other islands as well.
And remember, this is for entertainment purposes only.
Yes.
Remember, entertainment purposes only.
Remember, entertainment purposes only.
How much have you
Remember.
had to drink it?
Or did you have enough to eat to absorb what you drank? See, that's the question.
He's having
Oh, I've had bread. The
Quite
bread
good.
is really good.
Yes, it is.
Paige made a homemade bread. It's really good.
And
Oh, it
homemade
looks
soup.
amazing.
And homemade soup.
And I made honey butter.
And honey butter.
Ooh, can't go wrong
She
with
is
that.
the Martha Stewart of our little group.
Yes, I'm jealous. I had dinner with the fam tonight, but of course, I'll never regret that.
No, of course not.
Family first.
Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, here is the bread.
You want to show people?
Show it.
I think it looks amazing.
I don't think it's Hollywood standards, but yeah.
The ASMR fingers.
Yeah. Hollywood would probably.
Well, it's more than I
push
could
nose
do.
Up, but that's okay.
I don't
Anyway,
do anything like that, so you're doing great.
So, Daria, let's start off with old Pearl Harbor. Now, we all know that Pearl Harbor started what came to be known as a naval base. It's been one for a very long time. But December 7th, 1941, the Japanese attacked.
The day in infamy.
Yes, that is a holiday in Hawaii. I believe, please don't quote me on this, I think we were closed on that day. It was like a state recognized holiday. Either that or we were very very solemn about that day, kind of like 9/11
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
9/11. So yeah, December 7th, major day. And I think one of the reasons that we wanted to bring that up too was we just recently lost the last survivor.
Oh,
From the
yeah.
USS Hickam.
Oh, yeah. That was just recently, yeah.
He was like 100 and something. He was, he had a long life.
He had a good run.
And I suddenly remembered that in one of my classes that I was taking, we had a survivor from Pearl Harbor. And I don't know who it was by name, but I think there was only 2 left at that time.
Wow.
And I was in high school. And he was very well spoken about his experiences like that day. It was really sad.
So he took you guys back in the day of what happened then?
Yes. Mind you, this was over 10 years ago. And I was a junior in high school and I sat in the back. So my memory was very foggy of it. But one thing I do remember is that I believe this gentleman was black, and like he was just so, advanced in age that like I couldn't really tell. So there's that. Like my teacher brought it up, and he was like, you can kind of glean what side of things he was on, because segregation was very much a thing then. And he was like, I think you can kind of guess where he was stationed based on how he answered some of the questions. And I believe this gentleman was a black soldier, and so he was
Sailor.
kind of sailor.
Sailor.
Thank you. And he was kind of like kept separately from maybe other things.
More than likely, he was what's known as a kitchen steward.
Oh yeah.
They worked in the galley.
Perhaps.
Or they were segregated and kept away from the white sailors, but they worked the kitchen, which was a horrible thing, because
Right.
that's their whole career, was one kitchen after another.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of obviously death and destruction that day. So I mean, you had these guys going out there, and not just on the boats getting ruined and killed and bombed and everything, but there's also on the land attacks too. So I imagine that there's a lot of energy there still,
Oh God, yeah.
because I mean, you're talking about, I mean, a massive attack with massive casualties and men that wanted to fight for their country and die for their country, and that kind of thing. It stays back that I would say that vibration with all of the death and destruction. I mean, it happens on most major battlefields, so I would.
It does.
Yeah.
And I did find out, and this is a personal thing, artifacts that were on soldiers can also consume some of their energy.
Yeah, it gets attached.
Yeah.
I know for a fact we used to have our display case over at the American Legion post, and we had a lot of German memorabilia. And one night I was sitting there with one of my friends, who's a ghost hunter also,
Walter!
and we picked up on something, but this guy or the spirit said, Gustav, Gustav,
Uh-oh.
Gustav. So we knew it was German. And there was also a lot of bayonets, there was a lot of helmets, and personal gear that were both German and American.
Absolutely. I mean, that kind of rings true when I visited that museum a few weeks ago and watched a very
The Maritime
touching,
Museum?
yes, in Newport News here in Virginia. And I was experiencing some chills and like just some very pointed touching on my famous left shoulder, and actually all down the side of my body. It was a very strong feeling that day. And of course, we think that now that location, and maybe specifically well, not even just specifically where the USS Arizona sunk, but also even like down the harbor as well, people experience paranormal
Oh,
activity,
yeah.
such as like
So,
just
yeah.
a general feeling of
Well, I
unease.
mean, I don't know how many ships were actually sunk,
But there's a majority of them.
but we're talking.
I mean, and then you got to figure the guys that their ship sank, and they were down in the hull of the ship, and they were closing close the seal and sealed the doors for the ship so that they would stay afloat. But then you had these men underneath and that were drowning, and while the hatches were closed, and they couldn't open them. They wouldn't open them. I mean, if you were behind one of them doors and you're down in the hull, I mean, that's got to be the most frightening, god awful thing, because it's also probably in the dark too, because they didn't have electricity down in there.
Right.
Or they did, then the lights were off, and I know those steel type doors because I served on 2 ships.
Yeah.
And there were the watertight doors, and if they're locked, they're locked.
Yeah.
And you can bang all you want.
And it ain't gonna come open, is it?
No.
Especially if it's underwater, you couldn't open it. And then
Exactly.
and I remember, and I don't know if it was a documentary, but when the boat sank, it would flop over, and they would try to get people, they try to cut it open with
Torches.
Yeah, with the torches and everything, and some of that material was just so thick they couldn't get to it in enough time.
Aww.
So it's like, jeez, some poor guys are probably thinking that they're going to be saved because they hear all these guys on the surface banging against the ship's hull to find if where the people are, if they would bang back and they could get to them. But apparently, the poor guys, they just freaking drowned to death in the freaking dark.
Suffocate, yeah.
And they do suffocate because the oxygen does run out.
Yeah. Horrible
That's
death.
a terrifying thing for me. If you show me a movie or like a scene of a show where somebody is just having to resign to that fate, that's a heart pull for me. It's really tough.
Yeah.
Well, you got to think also. I mean, it was a Sunday morning. It was very peaceful. And usually it was like a holiday routine. And the Japanese attacked. So some of them, they never got out of their cots, their bunks.
It's really sad. It just.
I think another thing was that one thing that was good is that it was in December, so a lot of the sailors were on leave, so they had just all the bare bones crews and everything just to try to defend against this awesome attack from the Japanese thing. It's like, dang.
Yeah. Going through that in my history class was definitely interesting. And I was here in Virginia when I was going through of course I learned about it in Hawaii, but more like a softened version when I was in middle and elementary school. But in high school, when we really got into it, I was like, oh wow, this is a very
Traumatic.
Yeah.
Horrifying.
And then of course being here in Virginia and realizing, oh, people don't connect with this story as much as I do because they didn't live there and drive by the place where that happens. My mom would always point it out. And then of course when I started being able to read, I could see the sign that said Pearl Harbor was coming up, on the highway. So I'd always say, oh, there it is, and one thing, if y'all don't mind segueing, or maybe we can merge the two because they are related, but I didn't realize that the Hickam Air Force Base took damage, which is actually where my dad was stationed.
Okay.
Yeah, he was in the Air Force. So, of course, he was there. And I didn't realize that took some damage and is also haunted as well.
Well, there's Schofield Barracks.
Yes. He was there.
There was bullet holes in the barracks. I mean, when the Japanese came in one wave after another, I mean, the attack seemed to be an eternity, but in retrospect,
it only happened in a few minutes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, an hour is enough to
destroy
that much, I guess, shit. Not only ships, but buildings and housing and everything. That's a lot of bloodshed.
Yeah, I mean, how many locals were killed too? I know that there was some fires in the villages.
Yeah, that I wish I knew. Of course, with this, with the hauntings, a lot of focus is on the fact that it was on base. So likely, we think of soldiers being the ones to haunt, but it could definitely very well be locals.
What about the Japanese who attacked it? Probably died there too. Could they be part of the haunt?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
People. Oh, I'm getting chills for some reason, but yeah, people don't.
Right there.
Right. People don't always think of that or
No.
want to think of that. Because I know if I was to go to that location, I would be seeking to respect those that lost their lives that were victims of the attack
Right.
and not necessarily the ones that caused it, but at the same time,
Now,
they
you
could
gotta
very well
remember,
be there.
the Japanese airmen that attacked, they were doing their duty, and they thought we were at war.
Right. Yep. So in a way, they're victims to the war as well, for sure.
Yeah. Because of the government.
So
Yeah.
I wonder. Yeah, I wonder. I don't know if they let anyone investigate. I don't know, but I do know that Hawaii has lots of haunted tours. I did not look deep into them, but they kept advertising them to me when I was doing my research.
I bet they did.
So every island basically has like a tour or multiple tours that you can take and see some of these locations, and maybe you can investigate.
I'm sure they do have. I'm sure they hold investigations. I mean, that's. Just,
I don't know about Pearl Harbor though. Like it would be cool if they did.
I'm sure.
I just can't picture. You think so?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a
Keep up the
museum
sci-fi
there
there.
now. We were lucky to go when I visited in 2013 because my mom wanted, again, it was something that she always mentioned. We're a military family, so it was very important to us. So we went. We took my friend, showed him what it was like, and yeah, I think we took a little boat out to the USS Arizona.
Yeah, you did. I learned that from the Brady Bunch.
Oh yeah, it was like a little boat, and we went out there and.
Is that where
Beach.
is that the one where the they found that cursed idol?
Yes, it is.
And they took it home with them, and yeah.
Well, maybe there's a little bit of truth in that with LA, the lava, the fire goddess.
Yeah. You
She
don't take
doesn't
the rock
want
home.
you. Nope, she doesn't
Nope.
want you to take it home. You will
They
experience
never
loss.
actually. The idol never left. Why the hell are we talking about the Brady Bunch?
Because
You
Jeff.
brought it up.
I did.
Yeah. Yeah.
The tiki that Bobby found never left the island. They
Yeah.
gave it to Vincent Price, who was living in a cave.
Well, I mean, that's the best thing to do.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody that's a little bit closer to the spiritual side of things.
You know who hasn't shown up is Dave.
Dave?
Has not shown up yet.
Mugshot.
Oh yeah.
Might have.
Got to send him a text or something.
He might be with Alex
Oh yeah,
and Allison and his mom.
I can
Send him a
let
text
some
real quick.
people know.
Say, hey, Dave. Dave.
So how many people do we have with us today, Missy?
At the moment, we only have one in the room, but we've had several come and go. We've had a lot come and go. A couple likes. I mean, show us some love. We need some love. We need some hard hands. You too. Yeah. Thank you.
Heart.
What is that one that people do? This one. I can't. I've never done this before in my life.
Yes.
No, it's like
That's
this.
one.
Oh.
You take whatever finger these are, and you make a heart.
There, I'm doing it.
Can you put your fingers together, like your thumb?
Well, I can do that, of course, but now people are doing this number on me, and I'm too old for it. I'm like, no, I mean, it's like, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it already.
Congratulations. Welcome to the world of arthritis.
There you go. Now we're throwing up gang signs.
Wait. Yeah, really. Someone's gonna be like, "Oh man, that's a crypt."
Blood. SRT.
Okay, entertainment purposes only. Love to both.
Right. And any in between.
So what else we got about Hawaii?
Well, we can move on to the final one that I have for Oahu, because I know I'm pretty biased when it comes to that. That's my island.
Okay, let's tell me about Oahu. Oahu.
The Honolulu Airport. Folks say that Honolulu is perhaps the most haunted city in the string of islands, which is known as an archipelago.
Archipelago. Yeah.
Well, is that
That
a fancy
long-
word?
That's a long word. I
Yes.
know. Henry would have couples with it.
Oh, hell yeah.
But the string of islands, the island set. There is a lady known as the Lady in Waiting, basically doomed to forever be waiting for her lover.
Oh, hello, Dawn. Nice to hold your husband.
Hey, babe. I let him know
Hi.
we were live. But
Hi,
apparently,
Dante.
talk to the hand because he missed that part.
That's okay.
But she apparently is doomed to forever be waiting for her lover who left her at the airport and never returned.
Shame on him.
She was just so distraught about losing that connection that she killed herself, and which of course is like a traumatic way to go, and oftentimes will lead to a haunting or residual energy being left behind for that person. And people will see her apparition looking at them while they're about to take off in their plane. Like, so if you can imagine looking at the airport, and people inside, you see a lady there, and apparently she'll disappear right in front of your eye.
Wow.
That's
Which
what
one
been
was that?
reported. The Lady in Waiting at the Honolulu Airport. And that's a functioning place to go. And people will say they see her, and then
How's she dressed? In her period.
Probably
don't have that.
The
Lady
clothes
in
that she's
White.
wearing. Hush. I'm tired of the lady in white. But
We
yeah,
see so much. Hawaii has a Lady in White too, and I purposefully left her out.
everybody has a lady in white.
Right.
There are a dime a dozen.
I think like somebody was joking when I was doing this research that if you die and you're a lady, you have to choose a color, and it's white
It's white.
or it's red or something like that, because there's ladies in red all the time as well.
Because white, purity, red, passion.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Depending on, so maybe this one will be red because it was her lover who never came back, and she dashed herself, and
Okay, was she wearing like one of those sexy sarongs?
no, like
Yeah.
the
No, like
Yeah,
a
clever-
can you
like
tell?
a moo.
Oh yeah.
a better version of a moo.
Yeah.
I would
I have
say
sarongs upstairs, baby.
little wraps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You probably seen me wear everything.
Moo they conjure up a grandma nightgown.
That just reminds me of
a caftan. Sometimes it's like moo. Miss Roper.
Mrs. Roper
Yes.
I don't know
from
that.
Three's Company. Wait, is it?
Oh.
Yeah. She wore moo.
Oh. Yeah, see, in Hawaii, moo would not necessarily be like a frumpy thing to wear at all. No.
It'd be more form-fitted, more.
Yeah. I've actually had to wear them for performances, but not to get us too off topic.
Really?
Yeah, like when you're in school and you do like the certain holiday performances. I
Oh,
would
really?
be assigned to wear a moo, and they'd have like a puffy.
Mm-hmm.
For kids, it would have like puffy shoulders, and it come down pretty far. Not be too revealing or anything.
Modest.
Yeah. Does
But not
anyone
but
want
not
to take
frumpy.
on the Lau Theater? Moving on to the Big Island, which is another majorly haunted location.
Tell us about it, Henry or Jeff.
Here's somebody else's voice.
Henry.
If you butcher it, it's okay. This is the Lau Theater. That should be the only hard word there. Well, that's how we would say it in Hawaii. And they only have like less than 20 letters in the alphabet in Hawaii.
Oh.
No
Man.
X,
No
nothing
Z?
like that. No Z. No, wait. No Z.
Okay,
I
can
don't
I
think any Y's.
borrow this for a second?
No. Yes, you may.
Hey.
This one was really intriguing.
Visitors and staff members alike report seeing a friendly female spirit to shadowy figure. Cold spots, disembodied voices have also been noted. The theater opened in 1928, and people have spotted the spirits of Hawaiian soldiers.
Henry, forward. Lean forward. Thank you.
Maybe I'll have fighting back.
Now, what do they mean by Hawaiian soldiers?
I actually looked that up a little bit today because it was bothering me. You hear so much about the spirits being warriors and soldiers. And that's because Hawaii was a very violent place when it was a kingdom. And prior to being visited by, I would say, like Western powers, such as like European and United States powers, and like Christian. I'll say that.
Christian, yes.
Yes, because there is a history of human sacrifice and things like that. But briefly, I will touch on things that they didn't teach me when I was there because I was so young. Apparently, there were multiple.
Dave finally showed up.
Hi,
You
Dave.
got my text.
Hey,
Dave.
But apparently, each island, or like the main ones anyway, so like Maui, Hawaii, the Big Island, and Oahu, maybe Kauai as well.
No excuse, Dave.
They were all ruled by different kings, different chiefs. And eventually Kamehameha, I think, is the one that unified all the islands, but that did not come without bloodshed.
Always.
It did not, it wasn't very peaceful. So one of the locations I talked about last week, the Poly Highway, where you can't bring pork from one side of the island to the other, that one is still the most interesting to me. But apparently that is a very haunted location, not only due to the legend of Pele and her ex-lover, but also because of the, I think, hundreds, if not thousands, of soldiers that were like forced to jump over this ledge that the Poly is known for, like the Poly Lookout. I think you can see. They found so many bones.
I'm at the bottom of the cliff.
Yeah.
Bones, huh?
Human bones.
Ooh.
Yeah. When they were building, I think, the highway, they found the bones, and then that would explain why it's so haunted.
Haunted.
Yeah.
I'm just poking. I'm just
Okay,
thinking.
dig this. I just thought about this. You know, dealing with the theater, what happens if there was a burial ground underneath the theater?
There are burial
Yeah.
grounds all over the place in Hawaii.
And that disrupted the spirits.
Yes.
What do we know about spirits? They do
Don't
not
like
like
change.
change.
Kind of like some of us in this room.
I mean, who really does? We deal with it when we have to.
No, especially if you're a
Pope John Paul joined. Hey, Pope John Paul.
especially if you're a spirit and you've been there all your life, and all of a sudden it's gone. Your energy still stays back there, you know.
Right. And I wonder if it's unpleasant
Yeah.
to not have some of the same things that you were used to.
Or it could be a residual haunting. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
I still wonder if it's unpleasant to like have to go through that same thing every day. And like, for example, the night marchers that are known, and they go across all islands, but that's because they would island hop and fight each other.
Yeah.
I learned. So all the soldiers behave the same because they all had similar cultural
Characteristics.
Right.
exactly.
I think a residual haunting, I'm not sure they realize what they're doing.
Really? Yeah.
No, it's just kind of like a
Like it's like a movie replaying over and
Yeah.
over and over.
It's a loop that they're
Nobody's
on.
there.
and the
I don't
energy,
know.
the energy there is just so strong that
It just kind of imprinted and it just keeps playing
Yeah.
over and over.
kind of imprints
Yeah.
itself in time.
All right. Now we're getting off topic, but it's just like that. There's the infantry squad up in Gettysburg that will march in unison out in the field, and then they'll just vanish.
I
Now,
think I've heard of that.
we're talking that's on a loop.
Uh-huh.
They don't know what's going on.
No.
All they see is they materialize, they drill, and they move forward, and that's the end of it.
Well, you saw didn't you experience something like that
Dun, 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 dun.
when you?
I just had a thought, but I was thinking we could ask somebody if they've ever met or run across residual energies, and if they can interact with those residual energies, or even try to disrupt what they're doing. That could be a project that I can take home and ask my peeps.
Yeah, do that.
Okay.
See if
now,
I'm getting anything right now.
I think are you talking about the ghost of Sword in Lebanon?
No, she didn't talk about residual hauntings in general.
All right. Well, no, I thought he was going to ask me about that.
No, yeah, that when you were playing in part of the the reenactments.
Oh no.
Because I thought you said you heard.
I heard drums.
Yeah.
But that was at 3:00 in the morning. And they were so perfect. And it didn't last very long. But I was standing there trying to shake off the chill of the night. So we had the bonfire, and I went over there. And all of a sudden, I just started hearing it seemed like a rally drum. And it was so perfect. But when I was in Lebanon, I saw a shadow figure. And when I looked at it, because it was dark out, this is Henry's story time, kids.
Here we go.
Uncle Henry.
I was on a peacekeeping mission with the Marine Corps. And we took over the Scientific University of Beirut. Anyway, so I guess it would have been like the Commons area. They had an area that we turned into our bar. And I went down there for a Pepsi that night.
Just a Pepsi?
A Pepsi, just a Pepsi. I wasn't in the mood to drink.
Okay.
We were under some pretty heavy fire anyway. So I got off duty and we ran out of power, so everything was dark. But you know how you could feel your way around, you know what you were doing. And in this, I guess my eyes were adjusted to the night where I saw a silhouette and I thought it was another Marine because it was like a baggy uniform. And he didn't say anything. So I started talking to him. And then I put my hand on his shoulder just to hear his voice. That's why I'd be able to recognize him. Hand went straight to the wall. But I felt this chill go through my hand. And then I pulled back. And I stood there, but I didn't want to startle it. So I said, I got to go. And I was like, I'll see you upstairs. Or on top side, as what we used to say. Anyway, at that moment, if I didn't screw around with that ghost, this mortar shell went off.
You'd be dead.
I'd be cut in half.
Ugh.
But I told that story to a friend of mine. And then a few days later, he came over to my rack and he's like, I saw it.
Yeah, find that. Hold on. Talking to Dave. Yeah, Dave, find that story. You can tell us. You find it. You can tell us on Sunday when we're there.
Ooh, yeah.
Because just a little quickie, real quick, a little PSA. We're doing it live at Mugshot Coffee
Mugshots Coffee.
on this Sunday around 11. If you're in the area, drop by. If not, just join us on the live stream.
Yeah, and we're going to have some fun. We're going to have the customers come over there and tell us their ghost stories. So everybody's got something.
Just about.
And you can be anonymous if you want.
Yeah, we will allow anonymity. Anonymity. I can't talk tonight. That.
Will be cool.
I will put the camera on y'all. Just sit there and just do your thing.
Well, anyway.
You can stand behind the camera and talk. We'll figure it out.
So, I mean, there's energy out there. And you got to think of all the people that passed on. Not everybody goes straight to heaven or goes someplace. Sometimes they're stuck here.
Yes.
And we're here just to listen to your stories.
And let you know that there's nothing wrong with them. No stigma attached. We do not judge.
Absolutely not.
We're crazier than bedbugs. Of course we don't judge.
We're part of the weirdos. We are the weirdos.
We are the weirdos. Anyway, so that was my story for today. And yes, Dave, I will share this one on Sunday. Plus, I have another one.
Oh, that'll be fun. I'll try to tune in.
Yeah, we'll have to, it'll be good.
But I mean, on the Hawaiian Islands, I imagine that that it's a little bit different with the way the I don't know if I want to call them soldiers or
Warriors.
Warriors.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's the proper term for it.
Yeah.
I interchanged them.
Yeah. So I wonder if there's like warriors kind of like
Yeah,
marching like they
something
did back in
The day.
the day.
Yep. That's what is said to be the night marchers. But then also you might see the warriors in general. Like an individual one that might not be part of the marchers, that might be more of a residual energy. And I just remember some of the like wraps that they would wear, or little. They didn't have very much as far as clothing because the climate was so nice.
Right.
And like some headgear that they might wear as well, like helmets maybe. That's what I always picture when people say they've seen a warrior.
Yeah, warrior, you think?
That's
yeah.
what I figured too. Something like that.
Yeah, like the warrior in the king days before.
They're kind of big
modern.
too.
Physically, yes.
Oh yeah, because they're
They were
they
fighters. They had to be big.
They were selected,
They
but
they
were
they
like-
muscle.
contributed
They
in other ways.
weren't
They
they
were
even
jacked.
half Samoan too?
Oh yeah, there was definitely
And
different
Samoans are-
Polynesian.
Samoans
blood
are some
there.
big people.
You're so
like
right.
who's it? The Rock
Yes.
and Jason Momoa. Isn't he one of those?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Big
Jason Momoa.
bones.
Those guys were huge.
Yeah.
Now, I
Tall
do have a
and
Hawaiian
Uh-huh.
stocky.
story to share.
Oh.
Oh,
During my military days,
dun, 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 dun.
I had this buddy of mine that was he was Hawaiian. He was a smaller fellow, but he would always tell me that he was kind of had a smart mouth on him. And then he would go after the Samoans. He's like, "You can run, little man."
Yes. You don't want any beef with people on an island. My mom can tell you that, unfortunately.
Uh-oh.
Families, they're tight. But yeah, that is so true.
Yeah, Dave, she's sitting right there in front of me. Your Hawaiian buddy.
She's our Hawaiian buddy.
Gotta share me now.
Uh-huh.
I hate to say this, but your girl is
Oh.
here.
Also
just-
true for Dante.
Touched your shoulder.
Oh, yeah. Felt some coldness and also maybe some energy. Like, you know what, like the air looks like when you see like a mirage?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
It's kind of
I
wiggly.
feel like my hand is feeling wiggliness when I put my hand in there. Like last week when you had me touch your shoulder, that's what I pictured was on my hand. Was like,
If you want,
steam.
check it out now. Of course, I got cold going all over it.
this side.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. AC over
He's
here.
got chills.
Oh.
He's multiplying.
Oh, and now it like jumped to my left leg, which they love my left side.
And he's
Oh.
living in control.
Yes, we all want to sing the Grease theme songs.
Power. You're supplying.
It's electrifying.
Kim and I cannot sing, so just ignore that.
I never could.
Just do it together, and then it'll cancel out.
Okay.
No, it's like, all right, we do karaoke.
At a private residence, so nobody else hears it.
That's something. Hawaii is a big advocate for karaoke.
Well, I actually sang Endless Love with another guy.
That sounds like a fun time. I would love to watch
Yeah.
that.
Oh God, they get to drinking at this party,
Yeah.
and the karaoke's going, and oh my God. If Marcy's there, we're lucky.
Oh, no. Well, I mean, Marcy can sing and so can my son.
So we're good. If Marcy's there, we're good. Last time at the Halloween party, it became the Ryan show.
And he put on quite the cabaret, didn't he?
Oh, he's on the floor just as I was
Oh wow.
We're just, oh yeah, it's a Ryan show, all right.
I do love a good karaoke.
But now let's talk about the Kona Beach Hotel. Why don't you take over?
Well, that one's a good segue because it is said that this land once ruled by King Kamehameha the Great, and like also, in proximity to where he lived, they say that he might be buried beneath where they built the hotel.
Oh.
That's a rumor, but they don't have very many of those out there about where his remains might be, so this could be true. And they will, of course, people will see apparitions of Hawaiian warriors once again. They'll hear chanting and footsteps. A lot of typos in that one, y'all.
That's fine.
And then also, while we're on that topic, I don't have very much like to go off of this because we did talk about the characteristics of the night marchers, but a location in Kauai that one could visit is the town of Wailua. Lots of night marcher sightings. Again, night marchers have a very specific path. I haven't looked this up, but like if you were to ask maybe somebody who's more of an expert in that area, they could tell you the path of the night marchers and what you can expect and when you can expect them to come through certain places. And Wailua is one of those locations. You'll see the night marchers or experience them in some way.
Okay. Question. Why do you have to strip naked and bow?
That
Which I don't mind doing.
For the record.
Oh, Lord.
No, I don't want to see that.
But you have to be naked and belly down. Okay, so first things first, just try the belly down thing. Don't have to get naked right away unless you absolutely want to. But
that's when they're coming over you, right?
Basically, yes. Like if you're on the ground and they're still coming at you or something like that and you don't feel safe, yes, maybe take your clothes off. But that stems from the king days, like King Kamehameha, the warrior days. The warriors were so like revered, I think is the word.
David, you're not funny.
I think he did this last time too.
He said, "This according to David, it's be laying down, or whatever, because they come from a lesser known island. Come on, I want to lay ya."
Oh my goodness! Spell that out for me. That's crazy. Oh my goodness.
It's Dave being Dave.
That's a good one. Okay. But apparently you do that. Like apparently that's what you would do in life to respect the warriors because they would keep the different tribes or villages safe. So I don't know why they chose this method, but even like if you wanted to approach the king, you would need to be on your stomach and traditionally strip down.
That is being in front of the king, queen, or ruler. You always go belly down. Yeah. It's a sign of submission.
The clothing thing was an interesting choice for me, but I guess we got to remember this is like the 1700s. I feel like there's other like cultures that have been more advanced since then, and they're more modest, and they're like, okay, don't take your clothes off. That's not not what I want to see.
Especially if it's Henry.
Right? Am I allowed to join in on those jokes?
Oh my God, yes.
Go ahead, everybody else does. I'm free with myself.
Henry just gets us all kinds of fodder.
But I can take it. If I dish it out, know that I can take it.
All right. She just invited us.
Oh. Haunted.
I fell. My thing fell. Okay.
It's like spring loaded. I have one of those at home.
All right, so
yeah.
No eye contact. Okay, here we are.
All right, quit moving around. I guess. Are we in there? Because it doesn't look.
I can see you.
All right.
Why you drop me? I dropped you because you're so hot, Dave.
Drop it like it's hot.
Okay.
That's what that sounded like you were talking about.
Guys, by the clock on our wall, it's about that time to say.
Already?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. And we had a couple other things we can cover.
I just want to touch on one thing that maybe we can get into some other time, but it's Hawaiian witchcraft or sorcery called kupua. That's what I love about the Hawaiian accent. You have to pronounce every vowel,
Yes, and
Yeah.
that's what actually the apostrophe is a letter.
Yeah. So
Good to
that
know.
involves practices rooted in traditional spirit and religious beliefs in Hawaii, including the use of ancestor spirits, the Aua Makawa.
Yes, the ones that like help guide you
Yes.
in life
And
and in
they're
death.
Hawaii
deities
Kudu.
and Ma'ana, spiritual power. These practices include making effigies or ki'i for magic, seeking spiritual protection, and using healing techniques like the Ho'oponopono. Probably just totally butchered it.
You
But
could
it's
have
a
done worse.
ceremony to resolve conflict. And this system is distinct from the modern New Age practice of Huna'a, which was developed separately from indigenous traditions, though it draws on some of their concepts. So a lot of New Age beliefs kind of they try to kind of merge with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So new topic, huh? Because lately, past couple of days, I have been delving into Santa Muerta.
Okay, we're gonna have to talk. I have been delving
Day might
into
be basic
things,
glitch.
so I can definitely we could do some more digging on that topic and do another episode on that like another time because
Mhm.
I'm totally down. I was curious about that myself. When I was doing this research, I tried to focus specifically on locations that people have experienced hauntings. But of course, I was touching a little bit on the spirituality and how much they, rely on the land and even
Yeah.
can do, quote unquote magic with the land and stuff.
Yeah, and I think
Yeah.
the New Age thing that
What exactly do you mean New Age?
it's
The
well,
woo stuff.
it's associated with Hawaiian spiritual practices. It's actually a New Age system developed by non-Hawaiians and separated from traditional practice of ancient Hawaii. Traditional Hawaiian beliefs were the foundation of comprehensive spiritual system before the arrival of missionaries and later in the development of Puna.
And if
So
I can share though, like I think almost all cultures have witch
Yes.
behaviors like healers or something
Shaman.
like that. Yes. This is just Hawaii's version.
yeah,
You got I don't know if this is like I don't know if I am allowed to say this, but like in Latino cultures, they have a word for witches.
Bruja.
Okay, yes, so we are allowed to say that.
Look, you realize Jeff is Mexican, right?
Oh, yes, you can say bruja.
And
So
you
like
know, hey,
it's similar to that. Like there's New Age. I know somebody who practices that, but it's a more modern spin on it. But it does, I would say, respect and borrow heavily from the traditions. So it sounds like we have that in Hawaiian culture as well. And you got Wicca, right? You got like
Wicca is a form of witchcraft.
yeah.
And then there's that Wicca. That's a whole another topic.
Right, and I feel like it's going to be almost as in depth as some of the practices that they had in Hawaii.
sure.
But I would say maybe like very nature heavy and very like
Oh yeah.
focused on that.
Well, we
And I
went
think
to.
I think that's what the New Age movement is trying to do is it almost seems like the old traditions of the Hawaiians might not be respected, so the New Age people came in and tried to make another version of it.
Right.
Just kind of not to copycat it, but just to kind of respect it.
To revitalize it.
Yeah.
Like the current modern druids in England. And in the States too. Druids. And that's a whole
Oh yeah, that's another one too.
Yeah,
Wow.
because going back to the kupaua, that's a term for a sorcerer, a witch, or a wizard in Hawaii, and encompasses a lot of ranges of traditional magic practices. So, I mean, there's with them ancient practices. There's so much, just like I guess any other, traditional, even European witchcraft or whatever.
Yeah.
They just all have a different name and a way to practice it.
Yeah.
And one thing you got to do is respect the mana. the concept of a spiritual power that exists in all things, both living and inanimate. So, it's like humans and then nature. You got to respect them both. And I can see that in a lot of witchcraft, too.
Mhm.
Exactly.
White
I was gonna say
witches.
there's
Witchcraft
some,
is
like,
very-
crossover.
Witchcraft is very nature based.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Most of it is. A lot
Well,
of
when we went to that coven that time, yes, it is.
it. It was not a coven.
What was it?
It was just a meeting of
Witches.
witches, which is not. They were a coven would be like a organized group. They were not an organized group. They didn't have, It was just
A bunch of witches that hung out.
together. But they were hanging out.
There is
Coven-
definitely a difference.
Yeah, a coven would be somebody that just hang. They're going into they're doing a ritual. They're doing some. They're actually. Doing
Okay, all right, I got you.
Yep, they have like an agenda
They were,
and meetings and certain things that they do, rituals that they do. Yes.
Well, when they asked me what my name and my pronoun
Oh
was,
God, Henry.
human.
You know what would be cool is one of our topics. We can do different kinds of witchcraft, like the Hawaiian, the Druids,
Mexican.
Mexicans, and
Oh, we would be
whatever.
able to do 3 episodes on that.
Oh,
We don't have to do them back to back, but I'm saying there's so much content.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I kind of like
yeah,
that.
that's what y'all. That's a reminder of y'all to remind people.
Yes, there's merch, y'all. Spirit
Talk to us
Chasers
about the
merch. We got t-shirts. We got Christmas gifts. We got buttons. We got hoodies. And we're gonna update it some more this weekend, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yeah. I'm all excited about the hoodie, especially this time of year.
Oh yes.
It's getting cold here in Virginia. If you're in Hawaii, enjoy, I guess,
I
while
like
we
mine.
suffer.
80 degrees every.
Every
That
day.
sounds boring.
Heck
It
no.
never got boring though. Oh my gosh. Just because like at the same time
Yes, Dave, you need
you
a
can
shirt.
do stuff. The fairs and just the food, street food that you could always get no matter what the weather was kind of like everywhere
Yeah.
else.
Okay, well, I think it's time for us to say goodnight.
Yes.
And remember, stay strange.
Stay weird.
Peace
Stay
out.
strange. Bye y'all.
Bye, Dave. See you Friday.
Bye, Dave.
And
Thanks
thank
for
you to our
coming.
listeners.
And stop.